Breaking news, please come in. Today is 23rd of November, Sunday actually, and the news reaching us is that Maxwell Opara, and Emmanuel Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu's brother, have arrived at Sokoto prison. Yes, they are presently at Sokoto prison to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In fact, as I'm talking to you now, they have seen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is the news reaching me. And in fact, there are videos already that have been released to this effect. This is a video of Maxwell Opara, taking the front of the prison. That is the Sokoto prison. You see, that is the environment. If you look across the road, across the road, you will see that is Sokoto prison there. So that was taken, on ground when they arrived. Yes, that is Sokoto itself. So you can see that is the environment that they are. So they arrived at Sokoto prison to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as regards his case, the appeal coming up that they have to file, and they need Nnamdi Kanu also for this filing, because as you are aware, Nnamdi Kanu is representing himself in court, and I know there had to be a little briefing between them. So Max Opara and Kanu's brother, they are in Sokoto. Yes, they are in Sokoto. And very importantly, listen very carefully, Nnamdi Kanu released a statement also from the prison. I will read that statement for you. Yes, very strong message Nnamdi Kanu wrote. But before then, I want to play you a video of Max Opara giving his statements, on how and what brought him to Sokoto and exactly how the situation is right now. Listen to Max Opara.
My people, this is Sokoto. I've been in this town for since 2 days now. Today is the 23rd day of November. I came to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I have been with him since yesterday, so we have been discussing. So he's in Sokoto Correctional Center here. And what we are asking now is this: somebody whose appeal is in Abuja, and they're putting him in Sokoto. And if you want to file some processes, would the federal government made a private jet available for him to take him to Abuja? After filing his process, they take him back. So that is another issue that is giving us concern, because the place of jurisdiction where he's going to do his appeal is in Abuja, and it's on record that all the filings that he has been doing it by himself in Court of Appeal Abuja Division. So there are some things that he needed to file there, including affidavit. He cannot do it. Everybody is frustrated. We are handicapped. So we are now looking for the next line of action on what to do. But meanwhile, at least for the first time, I have seen him. He's to confirm that he's in a Sokoto prison here. So I will be leaving to Abuja now. Then thereafter, I'll keep you people updated. Thanks and God bless you. Well done.
So that is exactly how it is on ground. You can see that this matter is not that easy as people thought, because Nnamdi Kanu, of course, his rights were stripped away from him in broad daylight by a judge who actually is a very wicked person, a man who does not have conscience at all, a man who took this battle as if he is a god but forgot that he is not a god. And no matter how hard he thinks he can hit a man, some nuts are very hard to crack. This only pain is that Nnamdi Kanu has to file this, his court cases from, Sokoto, of course, and they know that Kanu is already heading towards victory. That is why they put him in Sokoto, because they felt that staying in Sokoto, they are going to deny him of victory because he's going to be far away from Abuja, so that he does not appeal, because it seems as if it is in the high court that their powers lie. They have already done their whole background and everything for the judge and how he's going to operate. They have written their judgment already on him, and they don't want Kanu to be in the appeal court at all. But God has the final say, as God will always have the final say. No matter what happens, God will never disappoint his children. The God will serve will never disappoint his children. I want to quickly read what Nnamdi Kanu, wrote for the whole world to hear from the prison. So open your ears and focus on this video. Let me read exactly Nnamdi Kanu's words from prison for you. Listen very carefully. Nnamdi Kanu wrote, "My conviction was without legal basis, as no individual can be convicted under a repealed law. My final written address, which anchored on fair hearing, was also denied." He emphasized that the evidence relied upon by the court was not included in the charge sheet or presented as evidence against him. Additionally, the court's reliance on struck-out charges from Binta Nyako was a significant issue. Upon reviewing the judgment, he identified numerous errors that undermined the validity of this trial. He urged well-meaning Nigerian justices, magistrates, and lawyers to carefully examine the judgment and uphold the laws of the land and the Nigerian Constitution. He questioned the disparity between the favorable rulings in Umuahia High Court, Enugu High Court, Appeal Court, United Nations, and Supreme Court, which stated that the laws under which he was charged are repealed and must be amended, yet were ignored. He commended individuals of good conscience who recognized the injustice and rejected it. He said, "I am Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who will reject injustice, unfairness, and evil against anybody, regardless of your tribe, faith, and ethnic background. Injustice to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is injustice everywhere. I remain thankful for all your supports, prayers, and your good thoughts. Elohim bless you all." That was exactly Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's first statement from Sokoto State Prison. This is a very, very sober one, but one that lifts the spirit. And reading the message alone, you can tell a man who is, pained, but holding strong, because he has already seen worse than what he is seeing now. I bet you his days in Kenya were worse than this. The days he spent in Kenya were torturesome. And of course, for him to stay alive till today, it means Sokoto State Prison is actually, an amusement park for him, a walk in the park. The only thing is that he is far away from, the courts, not even home. Because at this point in time, Nnamdi Kanu is home wherever he feels home. It's a big shame that at this point in democracy 2025, Africans still behave like animals. Africans still hate each other to the point of even wishing each other death. Insecurity is a normal thing around the world, but at least there is something called insecurity. There is something called chronic injustice. What Nnamdi Kanu is passing through is chronic injustice that has permeated through the veins of the typical black man in his quest for selfish gain and resources control. This is the only thing I see and the only thing that pains me the most. And you ask yourself, those of them who have, tried to shift away the Igbo man from Nigeria, what is it that they are gaining from the Nigeria? What exactly is the gain, if not money? If not money and resources, greed. If not, tell me, what are they looking for? Are we dragging our lands? Has the Igbo man ever come to the north to drag land? Has he ever gone to Yoruba land to drag land? Has the Yoruba man or Hausa man come to the southeast to drag land? The answer is no. There is nothing that we drag. There is nothing that we are fighting for, except they have seen something special in Nigeria and they don't want Igbo to be part of it. Of course, that happens to be money, oil, and power. But the problem is this. What wrong did Nnamdi Kanu do? Nnamdi Kanu exposed all the injustice happening in Nigeria today. Nnamdi Kanu exposed all the insecurity happening in Nigeria today. Nnamdi Kanu exposed all the interferences from Britain and some other wicked countries who, of course, team up with the Nigerian tribes against other tribes to permeate and sow seeds of discord in Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu is suffering from the wickedness, most importantly, of the Igbo leaders, the Igbo greedy leaders, who have seen money, who have seen resources greater than their people, who have never touched money before. So this is their first time of seeing money, and they want to grab it and run away with it. They are so greedy and selfish that they can sell their own brother, they can sell their own people for 10 liters of oil, for $10,000, $5,000. They are ready to deny their parents. Where were you when Nnamdi Kanu was sent to Sokoto? Where were the governors of the Southeast? Where were senators? You people were holding rallies and parties, clapping your hands. You could not lobby for anything for Kanu. You can't lobby for his release. You can't even lobby for where he will serve his sentence if there was going to be a sentence. At least let us feel you are doing something. You allowed Omotosho, you allowed all his accomplices to have a field day. They could do anything they wanted to do, to the extent of even choosing where he's going to spend his prison and what he will use in the prison or not. To show you the lack of influence, even the prosecution lawyer had influence in where Nnamdi Kanu will spend the rest of his life. And all of you sat in your government houses quiet. Even prosecution lawyer is more powerful than you Southeast governors. Then you come and tell us we are working on something, we are working on political solution, we are working on political solution. What do you mean? At every point in the trial, there could have been a solution. We don't have to wait till the court has given judgment. All you're doing is damage control. Damage control, lying that you are up to something when we know you are up to nothing. All of you are up to nothing. Stop lying. What will save Nnamdi Kanu is the prayers of the people that are behind him. The prayers of the youth and God in heaven. These are the people that are working every day and night. The soldiers of Nnamdi Kanu, they are the ones that will save him. Apart from that, all of you don't have anything to say or anything to do. Stop deceiving the people that you are working because you're not doing anything. Cloudless, powerless, and wicked set of elders that don't mean well for the people. Max Okpara, God bless you for your effort. God bless you for your job. We've always known that you are a fighter. We always known that you are a great man. You are the flesh and blood and the spirit incarnation of Master Nnamdi Kanu. You have done and you keep on doing, good. You are the one that we believe in, and it's showing already. It's showing because I've always said it that you are the only one we know. Look at the way you have taken your time, flown here and there, put yourself in harm's way just to be there for Master Nnamdi Kanu. And I know the enemy doesn't like it, but that's not their business. They will keep on crying because God will always raise somebody. God will always raise somebody. Happy Sunday, everyone. Till I see you next video. Peace.